Hello, how are you?
Beautiful weather here.
Fantastic beaches, and you can hear the sea. Yes, we've taken our holiday. We've had a lovely time so far, haven't we?
We have, yes.
We've been to the wedding of a couple of our friends.
Beautiful, beautiful day that was.
It is a couple, isn't it?
Makes me feel really emotional.
Oh. So we're here in France. We're on the area of Ile de Ré, if you know it. And we're just taking a stroll up to the beach to turn around and have a look at the bridge that we came over to get onto the island. We've been to St. Martin, haven't we?
Yep.
A fortified town. Yeah, fortified town, not fortified. Yeah. And yeah, we've had an absolute lovely time.
Yeah.
So this one's going to include what?
The trip from Nottingham to Shardlow and the problems we encountered before we were leaving the boat there whilst we came away.
Yeah, so there you go.
And some clips of this absolutely beautiful holiday. So yeah, please like and subscribe, push the buttons below. So
Ring the bells, whatever the case is, you know, it's all free. Yes.
So we can grow the channel, get more of this out there to you all.
Then I can get it correct. See you later.
Morning. Bit of a windy one today, so our plan is to head from where we are at Castle Marina up to Paul Barber's boatyard at Long Eaton on the Erewash. But that does mean going on a bit of the River Trent, and we're going to wait and see what it's like when we get there with the wind. We might have to just stop at Beeston Lock. Wind dies down, but we'll see how we go. Here's the marina as we're passing it. Lots of geese here. And then there's a row of about a quarter of a mile of boats on the canal side as well. There are a really good number of moorings all the way along this part of the Nottingham Canal, from the Castle Basin all the way down past the marina down towards Beeston. There's rings in various places along the way, and then there are some bits of bank where you could put pins in if there's not rings as well. So there's plenty of mooring spots along here, which is really good. And it's only about a mile's walk back into the town centre, so it's a really good spot for exploring Nottingham from. So here we are at Beeston Lock onto the River Trent. It is very, very gusty. We've checked the forecast. It's going to get windier over the next few hours, so we're not going to venture out there today. We're going to wait, and then it's forecast to be far better at 7 o'clock in the morning before it gets worse again during the day. I'll have to get out of bed, won't I? So yeah, we're going to do it at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we wanted to go and see Paul Barber at P Barber Boat Builders up at Long Eaton. So we're going to walk up there now, see him, sort out anything we need to with him, collect the van, move it down to Shardlow, and then get the bus back here. So at least the van's in Shardlow for when we get there tomorrow. So it's just before 7 AM and I'm just setting at Beeston Lock so we can get out onto the River Trent to do our final section of it, round to the beginning of the Trent and Mersey Canal. Like we said, didn't do it yesterday because it was too windy. Wind is much better this morning, nowhere near as bad as it was. So just emptying the lock out, not a lot of it to empty, and then Paul can bring the boat in. Someone's obviously hit the gate recently. It's got great big fresh wood splits in it and it's all splintered off. Don't know if it's been reported to CRT or not, so I've taken a photograph and I'll let them know this morning. This is the start of the Trent and Mersey Canal, and it goes all the way up to the River Mersey, hence its name. Here we go, coming into Derwent Mouth Lock. Here we are, getting on the ferry to go on our hollybobs off to France. So we're just coming out of Portsmouth Harbour past all the naval ships.
So here we are, first meal on holiday, and we've got mussels and chips and wine, and we're going to have some crepes in a bit too.
This is our lunch after our 5k run this morning. The beautiful island of Ile de Ré, just off the coast of La Rochelle. This is one of over 330 fortifications that protected France from attack by the English and Dutch in the 1600s. Just absolutely love these quaint French streets. They're so pretty and so quiet, which is fantastic. And this is one of the main shopping streets, and the lovely thing about a lot of these towns in France is all the independent shops they still have. And here we are down at the port. Here's another section of the port. I'm just going to walk down to the seawall so we can see the beach from the end. No narrow boats here.
See the fish right by the edge of
The
the...
water is so clear, you can actually see the fish in it. Zoom it in and see if we can see it. A couple of yachts just coming into the port. The second one's a very large one. Might not be any boats we're used to here, but there is some floodgates there and a swing bridge which has been opened for that large yacht to go through. Another one coming in, so the swing bridge is going to be open for a while. One just coming out as well. As you would expect, there is a lighthouse at the end of the peninsula here. There's a rig of some description there, having some work done on it. And there we are, out onto the Atlantic. The campsite we're staying at is on one end of the island called Ray, and it is surrounded by salt beds. So you can just see here at the far end they're raking the salt in, and those white piles on the left are the piles of salt that have already been raked up. So behind us you can see the bridge that joins Ray from La Rochelle.
Mainland France.
€8 to go across it. Not sure how long it is. We'll have a look as we cross it and see how long it is. And we're stood on what looks like an old docking station for ships on the Ray island side. So we're now on the second part of our holiday in France, and we're in what I think is one of the most beautiful towns I've ever been to. It's called Rochefort-en-Terre. And it's just so pretty.
It's very lively here.
It is.
Think it's a stag and hen do together.
Some kind of event going on, which obviously we can't work out really what it is, but yes, it's like it might be a stag and hen do. But the buildings are just lovely.
I'm getting dizzy now.
Such pretty streets. We'll show you some more as we go down them. The only issue is deciding which of these beautiful cafes to stop and have some lunch in. So we're just driving back from Le Mont Saint-Michel towards Malestroit, which is the biggest town near where we're staying, and we have found another site of megaliths, and this has got lots of stones on and dates back to 6000 BC. And here we are checking out the Northwest Canal in Malestroit. It's very pretty, lots of boats moored up there with a really pretty lockkeeper's cottage as well. And they have metal lock gates here. It's still leaking, so not a lot different to the UK really. We also visited the Bayeux tapestries, which is an embroidered cloth almost 70 metres long and 50 centimetres high, and it's 1,000 years old. It depicts the events leading up to the Norman conquest of England in 1066. It was led by William, the Duke of Normandy, challenging Harold II, King of England, and culminated in the Battle of Hastings. There is also a World War II museum in Bayeux, but unfortunately we didn't have time to visit this as we were on the way back to catch our ferry back to England. As much as we had a lovely 2 weeks in France, it was nice to get back to our narrowboat and start making our way up the Trent and Mersey Canal. So we're recording this outro as we're going past parked boats, so that hopefully the engine noise isn't too loud and you can hear us. Hope you enjoyed our trip to France with us. It was stunning, wasn't it, the last couple of weeks?
Very nice, very nice lady.
And that's why we weren't at Crick Boat Show, because obviously wedding day is a bit more important than going to Crick Boat Show. We'll put some links below. Brittany ferries we went with. I don't think there's anything else we can link below, is there really?
Gotta go and visit
The toll tag toll thing for the roads, which was worth getting, so I'll put that link below for you as well. We didn't actually mention that in the video.
And don't forget your headlight changes.
Yeah, we didn't use them because we didn't drive in the dark, so we brought them back with us again.
Use next time.
Unless Jack uses them.
Well, he should be so lucky.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed it.
Side, babe.
Plenty of space.
Okay.
Next week's video will be...
More delights. After join us and see, click the button, ring the bell. It's free to you and me.
As he said, don't forget to like and subscribe.
So what is next week's?
Next week will probably be... We could do Nottingham for next week. Or
Robin
Newark.
Hood.
Or a bit of both. Nottingham and Newark maybe for next week.
Both castles within Robin Hood.
Yeah, could do both of them. And wedding preparations, which is why we were in
I'll have to wear my little
Newark.
hat and get me bow and arrow out, don't I?
You're going to dress up as Robin Hood for the wedding then?
If that's what you might think.
Oh, might be a bit cooler than a suit of armour.
We'll think about it.
Anyway, have a good week. We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye.